terrorism has to be fought with the rule of law and with respect for human dignity, and that there are no exceptions to the prohibition on torture and other cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment. That I think the experience of the United States should be a lesson to all other states that no matter what the threat is, the line into violation of the prohibition on torture should never be crossed. But the secrecy or the confidentiality or the classified nature of the information cannot be the excuse for covering up and hiding human rights violations. Unfortunately, we're very far from knowing what exactly happened in each of the countries that participated in the extraordinary renditions. But we do know that there are something like 54 different countries that collaborated in one way or the other. So we have a lot to hear from those countries, and my rapporteurship has urged all states to live up to its obligation to investigate, prosecute, and punish every single incident of torture or collaboration with torture. Study. I have to say, unfortunately, that the answers were very disappointing. There were maybe a handful, 3 or 4 European countries that responded with detail to what they had been doing, but the countries of the Arab League would respond adamantly, saying that they had nothing to report and that it was not within our mandates to even ask those questions. The result in terms of cooperation by states with what I think is a very important opportunity to make corrections to the way countries operate in terms of human rights, I'm not very hopeful that we will get the results that we want. Now, of course, I cannot say with any degree of certainty that no extraordinary rendition has happened ever since, because these matters were always surrounded by secrecy anyway, and also because some other aspects of the global war on terror, like targeted killings, for example, have not only continued under the Obama administration, but have in fact increased. The second step should be prosecution of those found to be responsible for any violation and in any torture or any cruel, inhuman, and degrading treatment. But of course, there's a lot that remains hidden and secret, and that needs to be publicized first and then prosecuted and punished later. But the position that I am taking, and not only me, but other special rapporteurs and working groups as well, that we are taking, is that when it comes to allegations of torture or arbitrary or illegal detention, that the obligation is, cannot be satisfied, and cannot, the problem of embarrassing other states cannot stand in the way of the obligation to reveal the information that is in the public, that is in the government's records.